It happened. It can't be denied. It can't be wished away or taken lightly. It's tearing me apart inside. My head is saying no, but my heart is just screaming yes. Yes. Yes.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi and welcome back to the kingdom. I'm the Duke, also known as the DUKeNATOR. We are playing Valheim Mistlands Let's Build series. Welcome back. Last time we were busy building our portal hub, as you can see here. And I was just about running out of stone, so I had to go ahead and gather stone. So you might be asking now, what was all that drama about in the beginning? Well, let me show you what happened. I was gathering stone here and I've removed the grass so you can see a little bit better all the resources on the ground. I harvested most of the stone that was in this area. There was quite a lot of them on this slope, so I was working my way up all the way, gathering all the stone that I could, and as I reached the top, yep, it happened. I saw a space and I just knew I'm going to have to move my portal hub up here. I'm going to have to break down everything I've built there at the bottom and do it all over here at the top. This is just absolutely perfect a space for my portal hub. So I've been gathering resources, so I've got a lot of stone in here at the moment. Maybe not enough, but I will get more as I break down the other one that I've built. This is a very beautiful spot. You can see the tree very clearly coming overhead. There, I can even clear out some of these trees here at the bottom so you can have a view on the ocean. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. So I just made some extra work for me finding this spot, but I mean, come on. This is just about perfect. But we're not going to do that today. Nope. Actually, we are going to try to get a solution to a problem that's been popping up recently. I'm at that stage where I've been harvesting a lot of things, but now it's starting to show another problem that I have. So and that problem is storage. I've got a lot of resources now and it's starting to really take its toll on what I have available in terms of storage. So we are going to address this problem today. I'm going to head on over to HQ, my hub. HQ, the main base location. You will see it's a little bit different from what you saw last time, and it brought me to the wrong place, of course. Okay, so I've extended the palisades basically to the outside ring of the stones that is here. I've erected or built some workbenches that I can use over here, as well as the forge, some extra storage. They are just about full of stone as we are going to need them, and also these two smelters that has been running almost non-stop all the iron that I gathered in the swamp. So that's why you will see I'm also wearing iron gear and I've got iron weapons as well. So I've upgraded. But today we are going to focus on our storage area here at our main base. Now to do that I'm going to have to choose a spot very wisely. probably somewhere here in the middle, I think. It needs to be high above the sea level for a couple of reasons. Well, the main reason is it's going to have a basement, so it needs to go down. But if you are too close to sea level, then you will run into water, so that's a problem. It needs to be high up enough. That's the first thing. The other thing is it needs to be not too far from the port where I'm going to park my ships, basically, because I need to carry all the goods from the ship over to the storage. So I think maybe I need to figure out where I'm going to build my port first for the ships and the boats to come and stop to bring in their loads, and not too far from there, high enough, I can put my storage. I hope that was not a 1-star. That looks like it was. So, looking at the options that I've got available, maybe on this side a port would be good. It's not very functional. Maybe the other option is, of course, the space between the islands. That is also an option, but then I'll have to clear out a lot of the debris and rocks and things inside, because it's really cluttered in there. So let's go and have a look on that side real quick. This spot might be high enough, I think, for the basement above the water. Maybe we'll be able to test it. As you can see, there's a lot of rocks and stones and stuff in the way for boats to actually move through here. And it's not even that deep everywhere, so that could be a problem. So maybe it is the best to do them the other side, or maybe here at the bottom. That's also an option. Another option is, of course, here at the top of the island, where there are some smaller islands attached to this bigger one, that you can actually build a port between the islands on both sides. That would be just a lot of extra work there, because you're going to have to dig this out to make it deep enough for the boats to get through. But that might mean that I'm too far away from the storage, maybe. Either way. Okay, so that's the things that I need to have a look at and need to think about. So I'm going to have a look around a little bit longer, and then I will bring you back as soon as I have made my decision. Okay, welcome back. So this is the spot that I've settled on. Now it's going to be a basement that's about 10 by 10 foundations. So we're going to have to set that up first. So we need some wood, mind you, but we're going to have to clear these trees anyway. I prefer not to take down too many trees, only that what is needed. And the reason for that is I like to see if I can incorporate them into the build that I'm doing, but these are obviously going to be in the way. So let's get crafted. I'm going to do this in a montage, so grab a coffee, sit back and enjoy. Okay, now that I've got my foundation done, you can see that this is where I want to build the walls. Of course, I'm going to have to clear out the bottom part first, because I want to put maybe a small 2x1 down for these walls to stand up on. This is 10 by 10, but what I also want to do is I want to create 4 exits. So maybe 2 in the middle, 1 over here and 1 over there, and then the other 2, 1 in this corner and the other one in the other corner, that goes out. So let's go ahead and do that now, shall we?
links for you. Links for you.
Okay, welcome back. This is the basic layout that I've got at the moment. You will see this is 11 by 11, but I'm going to work in terms of my storage chest 10 by 10. I might put up another row on the outside, so there's at least 2 that goes around the outside of the building, and then underneath in my basement, this is where all the workbenches and forges and stone cutters and all of that is only actually going to be placed. So each one is going to have its own station area where it's going to stand, and that's where you can craft your items and stuff. Just a reminder in terms of how I build. First things is that I have to gather all the resources by myself. So this is not just log in and build as your heart desire. I have to get the resources. The second thing, I mostly build for practicality. So something that works well as an engine when I need it to work. So functionality is very important for me. It's not so much about the aesthetics, although I really do try to work that in as well. So in terms of the storage building itself, that's going to be built up here. I've basically used all the iron that I've harvested underneath to have this roof or flooring in, as you can see it. For the basement it is the roof, so you can see the iron beams running from side to side. That means I'm out of iron, and I'm still going to need a ton of iron for the chests. So I'm going to have to go out and collect those as well. But for now, let's see if we can get the basic layout for the storage building, you will see I will put down 2, then turn it 1, 2 again, turn it 1, and I will go around in this pattern, basically forming a circle. I think that might have turned 1 too many. No, that is correct. Turn 1, place down 2. Turn 1, place down 2. Until I have a circle. Now this is where I actually have a choice. I can make my entrances on the square sides over here on the 4 points, north, south, east and west, or I can make my entrances diagonally, going this way, that way, that way, and that way, of course. Just let me take another bite, get up my health, just in case, you never know. Okay, so that's the choices I have at the moment. Looking at my entrances, I think I'm going to go diagonally. Okay, so it's starting to take shape, that's for sure. Now I want to incorporate core wood into the build. It's just going to give me a little bit more stability, especially when it comes to the roof, because there's going to be no pillars or anything on the inside. I do, however, plan to build a bonfire right in the middle, which is going to be over here. One of these big ones. But that also means I'm going to have to make sure there's an opening right at the top for the smoke actually to get out, which I don't think should be a problem. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly go and get the core wood to repair my tools, and then I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I'm busy with the roof. Ideally, I would have liked to use these tar roofs. I think they blend a little bit better than these ones. But now it's just a question of going up from the bottom to the top. But you will see it gets a little bit tighter every time you play. So you have to try and get some guidance in terms of where you need to have it clipped in. So you can see I've got my lines almost lined up like that. Okay, welcome back. I'm running out of resources in terms of fine wood to build the chest, reinforced chest. It uses a lot of fine wood and also a lot of iron. So as you can see, I think you get the basic idea of how I organize my storage. As I said earlier, I am all about functionality, and this works very well for me with all my storage all in one place. And then in the basement right underneath, that's where I'm going to have all my forges and workbenches and everything. So when I need resources, it should be very close and easy to get to. And of course I still need to finish the access areas for the storage. So this is what it looks like basically. You can see there's the hole at the top of the roof. So I can make a bonfire here in the middle, and the smoke will just leave through that hole. And because it's a bonfire, the rain doesn't actually put it out, which is pretty cool. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you got inspired and maybe gave you an idea for your own place. If you like it, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want, and share as you see fit. And I hope to see you next time. Enjoy.